Hello everyone, and welcome to the 6th day of Broogmass, where I'm uploading for 13 days straight about the first 13 levels of the Backrooms. Today's video will be all about level 5, hopefully you enjoy it, and let's get right into it. Level 5, aka Terror Hotel, is classified as a Class 2 survival difficulty. It's unsafe and unsecure, and it has a low entity count. Now this level is pretty much an infinite hotel complex with a ton of rooms and hallways that are scattered throughout the level. The architecture of the level looks like a hotel that's similar to a hotel building from the mid-1930s, and the furniture in the level seems to be from the early 1920s. Nice. There are 3 parts of this level that are fully accessible, and those are the main hall, the Beverly rooms, and the boiler room, but more on those later. The walls all throughout this hotel are covered in decorations from the early 1900s, and there's literally like no dirt and dust at all, which is cool because old stuff tends to get dusty. The level is clean because it seems to be able to clean itself somehow. If a spot does get dirty or dusty, the level will just automatically clean the spot and it'll go back to normal. Nice. The cleanliness of the floors and the pristineness of the decorations causes this level to give off a really weird vibe. The ambient sound on this level is smooth jazz music that's quietly playing from vintage record players, and these record players are hooked up to this extremely old speaker system, and there's speakers running down the hallways. And interestingly enough, this music can actually be changed. Like the record can be changed. It's unknown who changes it or how it's changed. It just does it sometimes. Level 5 is actually pretty well known for these weird noises that people hear on the level. Sometimes they hear party chatter, you know, like the ambient sounds of a party, happening on the other side of walls, or whispering noises behind them, and people have even claimed that their shoulder has been tapped when they were alone. Sounds like it's haunted to me. The level also has a ton of paintings where the characters' eyes seem to always be looking at you, which is creepy as it is, but the fact that there's so many of them, well, that makes it creepier. Now it's time to get into the 3 parts of the level, starting with the main hall. As the name suggests, this is the most common area of the level that you can explore. The walls are this retro red color with that fancy looking wallpaper all over them, and the floors range from dark wood floors to red and gold carpet floors. The hallways here have old furniture like shelving and chairs on each side of them. And on the walls in the hallways, there's these old looking candle holders. Now some of the candles are real, but some of them are actually electric lamps that aren't real. There's no fire, it's just electric. And these lamps make a buzzing noise, almost exactly like the buzzing noise from level 0, which is weird. The majority of the rooms in the main hall are empty and locked, but some of the rooms are unlocked, and they end up being bedrooms that are fully furnished, and you can actually rest there. Some of the doors also lock and unlock randomly, so it's not known which ones are unlocked at which times. The main hall also has a bunch of elevators that range from really old designed elevators to really new looking elevators, and you can access a ton of different levels from these elevators, so it's kind of like a miniature hub, if you will. The next part of the level is called the Beverly Rooms, or the Eternal Ballroom. This is exactly how it sounds too. It's just a huge room with a bunch of doors on all sides. There's one table in the very center of the room, and it's got some drinks on it and an unfinished game of mahjong. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I have no idea what that is. People have tried to finish this game, but they can't for some reason, and they feel like they're being forced to stay away from it. This area is the main hub of level 5, and you can access the other parts of the level from this part, because there's like 1,000 doors in this area, and they all lead to the different parts of the level. Some take you to the main hall area, and some take you to the boiler room. Speaking of the boiler room, this is the last area that's easily accessible of level 5, and it's pretty much a big cluttered area with a ton of machinery all over the place. There's these huge pipes that run across the walls and through the air, and this can make the area pretty claustrophobic actually. Almond water seems to run through these pipes, and it flows at such a high pressure that the pipes burst sometimes and leak. Nice. It's also pretty hot down there with all the machinery, and since it's literally a boiler room, I mean, you'd expect it to be hot, right? And there's steam floating throughout the area constantly. Some wanderers have actually reported whispering from inside the furnaces down here, so that's not creepy at all. Now there are some reports of a 4th area called the lobby rooms on level 5, but no one knows exactly how to get there because people who have actually been there say, quote, "You're not supposed to know," end quote, when they're asked where it is. And after just a few weeks of being in this supposed lobby room, the wanderer loses all memories of it. The only reason the accounts are even written down is because they were quickly reported right after they got sent there. So Meg is currently investigating this room and why it makes you forget its existence, because that's sus. Normal entities are not common on this level, but death moths are a pretty common creature. There's also 4 outposts here, the biggest one being Meg Base Housekeeping. This base is literally just here to study the level and to help guide people through it. You know, typical Meg stuff. The next outpost is called the Homely Hotel, and they actually run a hotel service here. They're located in the main hall area, and they even have signs that point to where they're at. They have applications that wanderers can fill out if they want to stay in the hotel rooms, and they've even got their own food service and room service. What? Nice! The next outpost is called the Originals. This outpost is a group of people that live in one of the Beverly rooms, and only people who entered the backrooms from the year 1300 to 1940 can be a part of this group. Bunch of old people, bro. They don't let anyone else join. There's about 31 people who live there, and some of them are really famous, actually, like Amelia Earhart. Nice. The last group is called the Lost Hall Society. This outpost is made by an unknown species of an entity, and there's no known information about the entity at all or how many even live there. But they live in areas with libraries, and they're said to have a huge amount of knowledge about the backrooms, and specifically this level. They also design maps and books and stuff that are extremely helpful to a wanderer. Nice. To enter this level, you can go down an old stairway on level 4, or you can take an elevator from level 3. And to exit this level, you can just go back up the stairway from level 4, or re-enter the elevator from level 3, or you can exit by one of those thousands of doors in this level because they can sometimes lead to other places. So to summarize, this level is a huge retro hotel with tons of rooms and segments, and a cult of old famous people who live here, and a species of unknown entity that live here and draw maps. There's a hotel service with all the amenities of a real hotel, and there's a Meg base. You know, just your typical level. Nice. I actually like this level a lot. Seems pretty vibey to me. Well, that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the explanation. Hopefully you're having a great break. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you later.